the credit circle you save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no?
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First carry here for Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Ritter to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one. Elite performance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Cousins. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Lou Hedley on now to punt the football. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes? Yes and yes, because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ritter now on second down. And complete to Drake London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On first and 10, it's Robinson. Paulson and Debo up to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ritter. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Saints at 4-5, a game under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. When you look at this Saints defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Ritter throwing on third down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. Trying for it on fourth down. Here's Ritter. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down Atlanta.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there. And they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
Ritter's throw taken in by London. Touchdown! Drake London. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 68 yards.
68 yards. Complete to Chris Olave. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
At their own 2-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ritter off the play fake.
Man open is Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Come on, set. Ready?
On play action, here's Ritter.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Elijah Moore.
27 yards.
And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Saints nothing. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Cousins on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. David Onyemata. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Cousins to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Cousins now.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now here's Lou Hedley now.
Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He's got his man, London, right side.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Second and 6. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Buying time to his left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ritter now.
Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Ritter to throw it.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ready, set.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Ritter from the gun.
And this one is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Cousins.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now they're in the hurry-up. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Catch made, it's Moreau. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Cousins.
He'll spot Eskridge open left side.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
But it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw.
Sets up the screen to Robinson.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
Ready?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
There's a nice move.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Younghoe Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Koo to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Cousins now on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cousins again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And this is taken in at the 5. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll turn to Kamara.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down.
Watch out now. 50 carries.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Following the interception, Cousins.
He lets it go deep for Olave. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Here we go.
Well, On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Ritter throwing on third down.
Dancing to his left.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
At the 46-yard line.
Cousins now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tam.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it was a game they really